let's start off with a look at the local unit. The Rand registering its biggest daily fall to the dollar since May the 23rd yesterday. And as I said earlier, was also a worst or bottom three of the worst performers amongst emerging currencies as well. What are you making of the movement we've seen there? Are you surprised after the resilience the unit has shown at how quickly we can retreat?
Indeed, I am a bit surprised, but as you mentioned, the Rand did weaken across the board yesterday with the most pronounced depreciation against the dollar. Initially, the greenback strengthened for safe haven reason after the ECB president announced that, let me just rephrase that. The dollar did strengthen on the back of better than expected data out of the US economy, the housing market data, and that also comes in the wake of better than expected statement from the FOMC this week, which really ruled out the possibility of further austerity measures. So the Rand is really basically took its cue from the strengthening of the dollar. We saw a stronger dollar, rising risk aversion and softer commodity prices, which really saw Rand bears breach the 682 level against the dollar. And towards the end of the day, reach our initial target of about 687. However, ECB members reported that they would endorse the 12 billion bailout for Greece. However, that was really based on the fact that the Greek Parliament would ratify the $112 billion austerity packages next week. And this really saw towards the end of the day that the strength of the dollar is starting to abate. So we're really expecting the Rand to take its cue from euro-dollar movements as we go forward.
Of course, it's been tracking euro-dollar movements every step of the way. We've seen the euro rebound in Asian trade this morning following the news that Greece has agreed with international lenders on an austerity plan that would bring it one step closer, to getting that much-needed financial aid. What's your outlook on the euro?
On the euro, we do expect some strengthening to come through, given the fact that they have indicated that they will endorse that $12 billion bailout for Greece. However, there are concerns that the euro could possibly weaken, and if that does happen, then we could see the Rand track those movements as well. Also, we have, towards the end of the day, we have the US data coming out, and should we see GDP come in for the first quarter stronger than expected, we could see some dollar strength come through again, and obviously that's going to temper euro movements as well.
International movement aside, the Reserve Bank has been in the market over the past two sessions, after the Rand hit two-week highs at 670 earlier this week. What kind of activity are you anticipating from their end from here on out?
Well, indications from the chief economist Mnyandi indicating that they possibly could keep interest rates on hold, or rather, even though inflationary pressures are rising, they're not really seeing second round inflationary pressures come through. And given that, we could see a still positive sentiment come through for inflation, remaining below the upper level of the target band. And we do see that as really remaining Rand positive.